Hi guys. We we are live. Yes, we are. I can see that we are. Wonderful. Thank you for joining me today. And our topic is how to build a magnetic brand without losing yourself. But first, give me a hashtag live or a hashtag replay, depending when you're watching. And if you're new to the group, let me know where you're watching from. It's great to see how far we can reach. So when I first started online, I thought branding meant colors, fonts, and looking polished. But it doesn't. I've since learned and realized branding is clarity. Most people don't struggle because they're not up to the task. They struggle because no one knows what they stand for. And if people don't know what you stand for, they won't remember you. Tonight, I'm going to show you what actually makes a brand magnetic. Not trendy, not in your face, but magnetic. So the first part of understanding your branding is who do you help? And quite often, this is where people go wrong. They say, I help anyone who wants more. And really, you don't. I mean, more what? And even if you did, that message won't work. If you try to speak to everyone, no one feels seen. And I've said this so many times in my live trainings. When I started getting traction, it was because I stopped being vague. You need to decide, who do I actually understand? Well, for me, it's people who want security, people who don't want to rely on hope, people who know retirement is coming and they don't want to panic when it does. And I know I want to help those people because I'm one of those people. And the thing is, that is very specific. Now, recently, I went off track a bit. I'm busy building my account on Threads because of all the problems I've been having with my Facebook account. And I realized this week that I'd actually lost my way. I had started prospecting, and honestly, I knew this already, but I had sidetracked. And prospecting is for everyone, marketing is for someone. If I say I can help you make money online, that means nothing. If I say I help people build income from home so they're not dependent on an employer, now someone recognizes themselves. That the algorithm also recognizes patterns. When you consistently interact with the same type of person, the platform learns who to show you. Clarity is not just for people, it's for the system too. So ask yourself, who do I genuinely want to help? It's not who sounds impressive, it's who feels right. So then the next step is, what do you help them with? And this is where we get practical. What result do you help them move towards? Confidence, income, freedom, health, direction? And be honest. When I began, I was confused myself. I was learning, testing, and trying to figure it out. But once I understood what I could help with, everything became so much easier. And if you don't define this, your content becomes random. One day business, one day your lunch, one day motivation, Sunday activity, then silence. There's no thread running through it. A magnetic brand has a through line. People should be able to describe you in one sentence. If they can't, you're not being clear enough yet. Now, another important thing is the hook matters more than you think. You can have the best message in the world. If no one stops to listen, it's wasted. If they don't stop, they don't read. If they don't read, they don't trust you. And if they don't trust you, they don't buy. And it really is that simple. And watch time drives reach. When people stay and read, rereads, revisits, rewatches if it's a reel, or shares the content, the platform pushes it further. So your job is not to be clever. Your job is to make someone pause. Instead of, here are 3 tips for branding, try, no one told me this about branding, or this is why your content isn't working. You've got to make it real, substantial. It's got to be direct. And then you back it up with substance. So you have your hook, you have your value, and you have a strong finish. Now, part 4 is very important. And repetition builds trust. This part bores people, but it works. You don't need new ideas every day. You need consistent ideas. If you keep changing your message, people can't place you. And if you keep repeating what you stand for, people remember you. Trust truly is built through repetition. I talk about simplicity, consistency, organic marketing, building income without stress, taking ownership over and over again. Different story, same core message. That's not boring. That's branding. And the final part is you have to stand for something. The problem is if you don't stand for anything, you just blend in. Just another voice in the crowd. And you don't need to argue, but you do need conviction. I stand for building income the traditional way, doing the work, not relying on trends, creating security, and playing the long game. Now, some people won't agree, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. A magnetic brand repels the wrong people and attracts the right people. If everyone likes you, you're probably being too vague. So attention, attraction, action. This is simple, but most people miss it. The feed is for attention, clear message, clear positioning. Stories are for attraction. That's where people see your real life, your routine, your thinking, your day. And the messenger is for action, conversations, questions, decisions. Don't try to skip steps. Attention first, attraction second, action last. And it's important because that order matters. Now, you don't need to be louder, you need to be more clear. If you decide who you help, define what you help them with, strengthen your hooks, repeat your message, stand for something, your brand becomes recognizable. And recognizable becomes trusted. And trusted becomes profitable. So what is the one thing you're going to tighten up after today? Your who, your hook, your consistency. Because small clarity adjustments create big momentum. Let me see if I have any questions here. Okay, let's have a look. Well, let me know in the comments if you're watching this now or you're watching this later. And if you do have any questions, drop them below and I'll get back to you. Meantime, have a good weekend because it's now Thursday, almost evening for me, and Friday and weekend is here. So enjoy the sunny weather wherever you are in the world. I'm hoping and praying that England will get some sunny weather over the coming few days. You never know. See you on the next one, guys.